Well, uh, there are many other topics that has been searched by Indian psychologists. For example, applying emotional intelligence in organizational context, starting from comparing the impact of emotional intelligence on self-management and impression management behavior. This research was carried out by one of the leading young psychologists, Professor Ajay K. Jain as MDI Gurgaon Management Development Institute, who is highly experienced, cross-culturally exposed, and internationally well traveled. He has very beautifully examined the relationship between emotional intelligence, how people having high level of emotional intelligence will be better in their self management and impression management. And then there is a very another important topic has been searched by Professor Pooja Purang from IIT Bombay, who actually tries to bring out the role of emotional labor in Indian BPO sectors. Uh, Emotional labor is a concept closely associated with emotional intelligence. So, how people experience emotions just for the sake of their jobs and get affected by various psychological symptoms, and if emotional intelligence is developed within them, how that thing can be covered up or can be managed effectively. So, that is where Professor Purang tries to highlight managing emotional labor through emotional intelligence. The 10th article highlights the emotional competencies and charismatic leadership behavior. This topic was well searched by myself and my colleague at Defense Institute of Psychological Research, Dr. Updesh Kumar and Swami Abasthi. In this article, we have tried to examine the influence of emotional competencies and in charismatic leadership, and how different EQ competencies are associated with charismatic leadership behavior. Then there is another important article related to emotional intelligence have been searched by Indian psychologist at IIT Delhi by Professor Amulya Khurana and her student. Professor Khurana tries to bring out along with her students the interrelationship between organizational role stress and emotional intelligence among paramilitary forces. If the paramilitary forces are encountered by repeated job stress, how that can be managed effectively by the help of emotional intelligence. That is the highlight of Professor Khurana's research on emotional intelligence. Thereafter, Professor Sanjay Singh, who is currently working as professor of Abu Dhabi University in the College of Business Administration, Professor Singh tries to elaborate on leadership excellence through emotional intelligence, how emotional intelligence contribute to achieve excellence in one's leadership. And then thereafter, a very wonderful research work have been carried out by Professor Purnima Mathur and one of her colleague at Delhi University, Professor Ramkrishna Biswal, who is currently a faculty at National Institute of Technology, Rourkela. Both of them try to correlate between emotional competencies and employee empowerment. The main focus of their approach was how employee can be empowered through enhancement of various emotional competencies. And at the last but not least, very beautifully outlined by Professor Purnima Mathur from IIT Delhi, focusing on how we can make organizational emotional intelligent so that they can be high performing organization where employee can show their optimum performance and leaders can excel in their respective fields. So, these are some of the important areas where Indian psychologists have tried to project, highlighting their respective research on emotional intelligence. Let me bring out some of the tests that has been used by these researchers in a nutshell. One such EI scale that was developed by R.K. Pradhan myself when I was working at Defense Institute of Psychological Research. We have developed a large number of battery of psychological tests like intelligence test, aptitude test batteries, then personality test, leadership test. One such test was also developed for armed forces, that is called emotional intelligence scale, where we have tried to identify more than 20-30 competencies required for armed force personnel to be effective on their roles under emotionally loaded situations. And finally, we ended up with 11 such factors, probably that could be the important factors covering the whole frame of defense personalities. In this paper was also presented by myself in the International Congress of Applied Psychology that was conducted by Greece Psychological Association in the year 2006 in Athens. However, the details of the test are not available to the commercial markets or the outside world, as it was developed keeping the need of the defense itself. So, that is the secrets of the test, but however, many of the tests has come up thereafter in India. Say for example, one such tool was developed by EI scale by Hyde, Pete and Dhar. So, Professor Dhar was the former director of Indore Management Institute and Research, Indore, and thereafter he has travelled all over on different administrative and academic assignments all over India, and very well known psychologist and a management expert in India. They have identified more than 8 EQ factors in their EI scales, which they thought that measures the domain of emotional intelligence. Thereafter, based on Goldman's model, Professor Shailendra Singh from IIM Lucknow developed one emotional intelligence test measuring a number of emotional competencies. This article was published in Psychological Studies in the year 2004 on a special issue of emotional intelligence. Then the fourth scale was available in a very famous book widely known in India, published by Sage Publications. This book was written by Mr. Singh, and the scale was developed by Professor Chadha from Delhi University. The scale measures 3 important dimensions of emotional intelligence, and the test is available with the book that is known as Emotional Intelligence at Work, published by Sage India. There are a few more psychometric tests are available. However, a group of psychologists at NCRT, National Council of Educational Research and Training in Delhi, they also tried to measure emotional intelligence of Indian populations by following the Mayor and Salabi approaches. However, in the year 2005, they tried to measure various facets of emotional intelligence following the ability measurement perspectives. Then one more test was tried out by Bhattacharya and colleagues in the year 2014. In fact, this is just like adaptation of certain EQ items that are available in different scientific sources, journals, magazines, e-sources. What Bhattacharya and his colleague did, they collected few emotional items and they tried to study what is the factor emerging out of those items. So, the paper they published in Psychological Studies was the factor structure of emotional intelligence in India, and they have identified around 5 to 10 important factors of emotional intelligence. Another important tool widely used across the globe was called Mayer-Solovey-Caruso emotional intelligence test. This test was also tried out by Thinguzham and his colleagues in India, Thinguzham and Ram at Pune University, and they published this article in the year 2000, and they found that the same test is quite applicable for Indian population, and one can use it for their scientific research. Well, these are some of the tools that we just discussed for measurement of emotional intelligence in India. Now, the question arises, can we foster emotional intelligence? Can emotional intelligence be developed? Can it be trained? Can it be taught to students? If yes, what are the ways and outs? So, one such way is to enhance the emotional literacy of the target population whom you identified to be developed. Emotional literacy is nothing but it refers to an accurate appraisal and expression of emotions and development of emotional self-awareness. How to develop one's emotional self-awareness? It refers to the ability of a person to recognize the consensually agreed upon emotional qualities of objects in the environment. It helps a person to develop a sound emotional vocabulary to recognize and understand the emotions in self and others. So, we have certain general guidelines, we will be discussing about those, how this emotional literacy could be developed among the general population also, just to facilitate their future developments. This emotional literacy in fact consists of three important dimensions. One is called emotional self-awareness, emotional expression, and emotional awareness of others. Emotional self-awareness, it refers to how accurately you can evaluate your own perception of on-time emotion. Suppose, say for examples, if I ask you, how do you feel now? Are you able to assess yourself? So, and it also refers to, see, emotional self-awareness is important in terms of both emotional experience and emotional expressions. So, that is why the second important dimension is called accurate emotional expression. So, the way you are perceiving a particular kind of emotion at the moment, are you able to label them exactly by expressing? That is very important. The third dimension is emotional awareness of others. When you express certain emotions towards others or towards anybody else in front of you, are you really aware of what would be the impact on them? Many times what happens, without caring about others, we just react, and thereafter we regret a lot. We feel guilty. Oh my God, I should not have talked like this. So, it must have bad impact on the persons. So, that is why we always advise as experts of emotions and emotion studies or emotional counseling, it is very important to tell your client or your students or a person concerning emotional intelligence, you must think thrice before reacting. That is how you take control of the expression of your emotion towards others, and that is what exactly we talk about emotional awareness of others. Looking at a person, are you able to judge the kind of emotional expression on his face, whether the person is comfortable, the person is in trouble, the person is happy, the person is sorrow? These are very essential things one need to understand as an expert. If you can understand that, then that is a sign of your emotional literacy. So, emotional literacy involves accurate appraisal, expression of emotions, and development of emotional self-awareness. It refers to the ability of a person to recognize consciously agreed upon emotions. So, there is a small exercise we can take on here Say for examples like, once a tool is available, in fact, this test is taken from the book EI in Business and Organizations by Cooper and Sabab. One such tool is known as EQ mapping. This test is called EQ mapping or EQ map. So, by this test there are 4 sections, section 1, 2, 3 and 4. The section 1 talks about current environment, The second section deals with emotional literacy, then third is EQ beliefs and values, then EQ outcomes. We will be discussing in details all about, because while doing the assessment of EQ, we will be discussing the entire range of emotional competencies and its impact. So, this test in fact gives an awareness about where do you stand exactly on your emotional literacy. To begin with, the first scale is called emotional self awareness. These are some of the self administered items are there. Say for example, for each item listed below, please indicate how well it describes the way you currently think or feel about yourself. So, each item you can rate on this 4-point scale, like very well, moderately well, a little and not at all. Not at all is scored as 0, little is 1, moderately well is 2 and very well is 3. So, you can try at your end also and take stock of your level of emotional literacy at your end. So, why this is very easy? Because it is a self administered test, and I will tell you how to interpret your test at the end of this scale. Say for examples like, I can name my feelings. The first item, I have learned a lot about myself by listening to my feelings. I can tell when I am getting upset. When I am sad, I know the reasons why. I tend to judge myself by how I think others see me. I enjoy my emotional life. I can name my feelings. I have learned a lot about myself by listening to my feelings. So, these are some of the items that states about, that described about how well you are aware about your feelings. So, when you go on scoring as per their applicability, do not manipulate your response. If you want your self development, you must be honest with your response and do it accurately, as honest as possible, and try to avoid ideal response. Do not say that it should be ideally this or that, then there you are actually diluting your own assessment. So, what is very important is that you should be very true to yourself in order to check out your own profile on emotional self awareness. Well, you may get a range of scores starting from 0 to 18, 19 to 23, 24 to 28, 29 to 33. So, what happens here? If your score is between 0 to 18, then this is called caution. If your score pertains from 19 to 23, this is called vulnerable. Then if your score is between 24 to 28, then you are proficient. but if your score is in between 29 to 33, then you are optimum. This is called the scoring interpretation. So, now the question is that what is optimum, what is proficient, and what is vulnerable, and what is caution. Optimum is there is a healthy development of these competencies within you, that is called, or in general sense you can say optimum is excellent. You have got a very excellent score on this, that means your emotional literacy is intact and you have realized the optimum level of growth in this. Then if you are at the proficient level, then you are average on this scale. So, there is all still there is a lot of scope for your improvement to enhancing emotional literacy. But if you fall in the third category, what we call vulnerable. So, this is called below average. You can say this is vulnerable, that means it is what we call below average. This is called below average. You can be victim of any kind of emotional situations. Then if it is a caution, that means it is a very poor state of emotional literacy. So, you need special attention for identifying your own emotions and judging others' emotions. So, you are in a very poor state of affairs as far as emotional literacy is concerned. So, you badly in need of counseling if your scores on emotional intelligence on this is very poor. But people often say that I do not want to go to a counselor, because going to a counselor is a taboo nowadays in society. So, people are very hesitant to go for any kind of advice or any kind of suggestions, but which is a very general phenomena in Western countries. Even a normal person can go to a counselor for self development. So, there is nothing wrong to go to a psychologist or a psychological counselor for one's upliftment or for checking. This is just like a psychological checkup, like a medical checkup. A psychological checkup is very important, just like a medical checkup. Not for the only difference between psychological checkup and medical checkup is that medical checkup you go for illness identification. Here you do not go for any illness, you go for deficiency checkup. In which, say for examples, our personality is consists of many different dimensions, like personality, coping, defense mechanism, then we have social intelligence, cognitive intelligence, emotional intelligence. There is no single person in this world available who will be high on all these dimensions. So, this psychological checkup will show you whether, say for example, like coping, what is your coping skills, what is your personality type. Accordingly, the counselor will advise you which one is good for you, and if you develop and improve upon those areas, your life will be smoother, happier and prosperous. So, that is the main concern of psychological checkup or going to a psychologist and taking advice. But unfortunately, in India this has got a very bad connotation. Now, coming or going forward, the second dimension what we call emotional expression. So, say for examples like there are 3 dimensions of emotional literacy, right. First is called emotional self awareness, emotional expression and emotional awareness of others. If you put your score on this: caution, vulnerable, proficient and optimum. Okay. This is optimum, proficient, vulnerable and cautionary, and these are the dimensions. Sometimes it is possible you may be high on this, low on this and moderate on this. Sometimes this is one person's graph, this may be one person's graph. We will discuss about this, why there exist gaps among these 3, or is it be, since although they belong to one dimensions, is it also possible that they may also vary on these 3? Yes. Second dimension is what we call emotional expression. What is this emotional expression? Let other people know when they are doing good job. Somebody has performed well, you need to appraise them, and that appraisal through giving a smile at the job, good job done, well done, keep it up. This kind of emotional expression will generate a lot of positive motivation, which will further create a zeal in the mind of the person to work better or perform better. Second is, I express my emotions even when they are negative. Yeah, because this will give an impression towards others that he is not comfortable with your behavior. This is also equally important. Third is, let others know what I want to need, what I want and need. You must also express in certain ways that what is your need of the hour. My closest friends would say, I express my appreciation of them. That is very nice. When your close friend appreciates you about your behavior, what you have done towards them, that is very fine. Or if he is aware of you, that you always appreciate good works, that means you are expressing your perception, emotional perception very well. I let people know when uncomfortable feelings get in the way of our work. So, this is also an indication that you are actually expressing the awkwardness also being experienced by you towards others. Then I have trouble reaching out to others when I need help. I have trouble reaching out to others when I need help. This is exactly an weakness of your emotional expression, because you are unable to express, you feel hesitant. So, that is a sign of your weakness, you are low. If you score high on this, then your emotional expression is very high, sorry, very low. You know, this is called a negative items, this should be reversed, this is reversely scored, right, because very well is scored here as 0. In case of I keep my feelings to myself, what is here happening? When you say I keep my feelings to myself, that means you do not express what you experience. These kind of people are called very reserved people. So, they do not express much about their emotions towards others. We will examine some more when we come back after the break. Thank you.